What is up, RC enthusiasts? Today I'm working on a GTR again. We're gonna get a transmitter on here with a different ESC and receiver. So let's upgrade this thing some more and let's see if we gain any more performance. Unplug the headlight, unplug the motor, unplug the rear lights. I already unplugged the front turn signal. Oh, I forgot to unplug the servo, or the gyro in this case. And there's the board. It's a pretty good board too. You know, if you have any other LDRCs, older models, you know, something like that back there, or that one right there, you can use this board on it. The gyro is decent. This is the ESC I'm going to be running. It's a 16 amp WPL 2S only ESC. Pretty nice and small WPL ESC. I'm just going to have it hanging around up here somewhere like so. Maybe double-sided tape it down like that. I'm going to be using a fly sky receiver. This is a transmitter I'm going to be using my trusty old GT3C. So I'm going to utilize this to hopefully control the gyro with one of the channels. I am only using a 3-channel receiver, so the third channel is the channel I'm going to be using to hopefully control the gyro gain on this gyro. So now time to solder this in place of the old connector. So just desolder the old connector and solder this in its place. Alright, now let's plug this in. Well, this is how you install it. You're going to connect your ESC to channel 2. We're going to plug the gyro to channel 1, which is normally where the servo goes in, but since the servo goes to the gyro now, and we need it, that's what's going to plug in there. And for this one, we're going to need another cable to plug this guy in to the third channel. So you're going to need one of these connectors, another one of these, because you're already using one. That's connected to the 3 wires on here. And this one, you can tell it connects to this 3 port, but it's only 1 wire. That goes to the white wire, which is your signal wire. And now all we have to do is plug this in to channel 3, the same way you plugged in all the other ones. And now we're just gonna double side tape all this down, and I'll show you the final product. I have everything installed. Zip tie it up. This is how everything's gonna go under the hood or underneath the body. Battery still in the stock location. And you can tell third channel is plugged in, and I have my third channel at 0 right here, and no gyro. And the higher I turn that up, oh yeah, remotely controlled gyro. Now all I have to figure out is how to get all my lights to come back on. But for now, we're gonna see how this performs with my own electronics in there, and you know, how different is it from stock? Or do I still think stock is the way to go with these things? This is just to be more custom, and you know, this is how we are in the RC hobby. We just want to customize stuff and experiment, tinker, and this is what I'm doing. Just tinkering for you guys, so that you guys know whether it's worth it to do all this, or just run this thing stock, and maybe modify the body, do some tinkering to that, make it your own, you know, customization wise, different wheels. So let's go ahead and let you check the performance of this guy out now. Here's my NSX, guys. I'm getting close to tuning it right. I got the suspension binding in front. That was the issue for it acting kind of weird, but now I'm just kind of tuning it to how I like it to be flaky. And this guy's running off of the 1899 electronics because I changed the electronics on my blue GTR. Well, I'm almost there. I mean, this thing was almost undrivable, and now it's not too bad. Here's my GTR. He's super smooth and quiet. The gearbox broke in really nice with this one. Ooh, right into the wall. Fix this turn. Good right there. Fix this thing right there. Oh, a little too far. You know, this transmitter is not bad for such an old and cheap transmitter. You know, I like it. They good range, they feel good, responsive. You know, very affordable. And the one thing I noticed though is that WPL ESC has a very bad lag from brake to throttle. So I'm trying to go from brake to throttle right away, and I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that lag. So that I don't like. So different ESC for sure on this, because the stock ESC is much more responsive than that. But I'd have to say the response of the steering is a lot better with this transmitter than the stock one. The stock one is very jittery. And this one is very smooth and precise now. That's why I can hold drifts and go wider if I want to. And wider. And wider. And I can bring it back in if I want to. Just whatever I want to do with this, it'll do it. It feels like it's running out of battery. So yeah, you know, it's pretty smooth. Right, NSX? Oh, that was close. I crashed. Didn't park. Alright, switch spots. I wasn't talking to you, giant dog. Dogzilla! More throttle, more sideways. Oh. Well, there you guys go. What do you guys think of that? In my opinion, the stock electronics work pretty well. You know, this one's a little bit more refined for sure, but I'm not gonna knock the stock electronics for this one. For such a budget, you know, RC car, you can't go wrong. I was able to find each one of these for 50 bucks shipped to my door each. So you're looking at $100 worth of RC right here that you can have a ton of drift fun with out the box. These two right here and that new Miata right there are the ones you're gonna want to get. Well, alright guys, till next time, stay safe out there, go have fun, and run that RC.